Hello, kids. Welcome to today's session. I hope everyone are being safe in your home. In yesterday's class, we have learned a lot of things about French Revolution and how the French Revolution came to an end. In this session, we are going to learn some topic about Constitution. Okay, how our Constitution was being made and how our Constitution um, playing very important role in our country to follow the law and order. So how our Constitution was being made, who were the members. So two case study they have given in this chapter. One is about South Africa and another one is India. In these two countries, why these two countries have been given means these two countries were under the control of Britishers. When decolonization took place, when they got their freedom, to unify the people, to gather the people under one law, the constitution was being written. Okay, each and every people, those are there in our country, and they have to follow the rules and regulations what the constitution has been made. So what is the importance of constitution, definition of constitution, how our constitution, how the Indian constitution has been written, each and everything we are going to learn in the constitutional design. Okay, so shall we start today's session? Okay, so democratic constitution in South Africa, how the democracy was being adopted in the South Africa after the independence in South Africa. Okay, so in South Africa, Britishers were being ruling, and under the British administration only, the South Africa was being under its control. So they were following one unique method. Even in India also they were following this method, but not in a more percentage comparing to the South Africa. So they were following a policy called apartheid policy. So it means apartheid means it is a racial discrimination based on skin, whether he belonged to the white and black. Based on that one, they used to separate the people, and separate facilities were being given to the people according to that one. So that we call it as a racial discrimination between the white and the black people. So this policy was being implemented in the South Africa. Okay, so by this policy, each and every South African people were being exploited by the white Europeans as well as white people, because they were not getting any kind of facility what the white peoples were being getting. So due to that exploitation only, a leader started revolt against the apartheid policy which was present in the South Africa. He is none other than Nelson Mandela. So Nelson Mandela, he revolt against this policy, and he was having his 7 followers as well as his leaders. So for him as well as for his 7 followers, the white European, what they did means because of when he started revolt against the racial discrimination which was followed by the white people, he was being arrested, and as a punishment he was given life imprisonment. Okay, till his death he should be in the prison only. So in the year in 1964 he was being arrested, and the judgment, the what kind of judgment was being given means they were sentenced to the life imprisonment. So till their death they have to be in their jail only. So he spent nearly 28 years in the South Africans most dreaded prison, most what we call it as a not dangerous or very in a cruelly they used to see the prisoners in that area. So they kept in one island called Robin Island. In that one prison was being voted. So the people those were revolting against the European administration. Each and everything the people were going, and they were living in that area. So he spent his life 28 years in the South Africa, the most dreaded prison called Robin Island. In that they spent nearly 28 years. Okay, even in that 28 years, he did not left his policy. Through his other followers, through his other educated people, those were living in in their country, he started giving awareness through some messages and everything else. So the struggle was being started against the apartheid policy. So the white Europeans imposed this system in South Africa during the period of 17th and 18th century. So the trading companies from Europe occupied it by the arms and force. How they occupied the India when they started interfering in the political matters in our country. Day by day, they were growing little bit stronger and stronger because we are in our country we were having some weaknesses. Okay, the unity among the people, the unity was been not there between one king to another king, always a enemy nature was been there. So as a result they tackled that advantage that between ourselves only we are not having any kind of cooperation and coordination. So they encashed this situation and they slowly with the help of their army and as well as with the help of their force, they started capturing our country. Same thing even by implementing this system in um, South Africa and their force, military force, they captured the South Africa in the year 17th and 18th century. Okay, so this system was this system apartheid. The system of apartheid divided the people and labeled them on the basis of their skin color. Based on skin color only, they used to get highest position and lowest position in the society. And this policy was being implemented in the South Africa. So always the white rulers were treated all the non-whites as a inferior. Okay, they should be under our control only. We have to exploit them. A lot of trouble were being given to the non-white people. Always they were seeing in the form of what we will tell mm, inferiority. In that way they used to see the people and they used to treat the people as well. As so the non-whites, they were not getting any kind of respect from white rulers. There always the black people has to give respect towards the white man because they were ruling and they were having the highest position in the society. So they were not getting the respect comparing to the white men in our society. As well as the non-whites did not they were not having right to vote there. Okay, they were the voting system as well as the voting right was not being given to the Europe to the South African people uh, to elect their representative. So this system was very oppressive for the black because each and everything they used to always get a disrespect only. Okay, they were not getting any kind of respect in the society. Always they used to get the disrespect, and they were not treating the these people very good. How the poor people were being treated very badly. How in our country, based on caste, the people those who belonging to the untouchables, for them how they were treating us. Same thing for black people also. The white men they were treating in a very bad situation. Okay, they were not having any kind of facilities. No good schools were been there. They should not use any kind of public toilets. They should not use any kind of public water. Each and everything. They were feeling like we are not living in our own country. We are living in some other country and they are discriminating us. Okay, so in this way they were feeling very oppressive, very depressed. Why they are treating us like this? Okay, so I have compared by taking the example of untouchables, which has been even today also how the people are treating the upper caste people are treating the untouchables at present situation also. Same thing, that situation was present in between the white people and the black people in the South Africa. So they forbidden from the living in the white areas. They should not go where the white people are been living, uh, as well as if they should not live in that area. Somewhere else, far away from some places, they have to live. Okay, and they could work only when white areas they will give the permission. Okay, for livelihood, something else they have to do. Na? So if they give permission only means they have to work in that area and they can earn the money only by their permission. So in the train, buses, taxis, hotel, hospitals, schools, college libraries, cinema halls, theaters, beaches, swimming pools, public toilets, all were separate for black people as well as for the white people. Black people, whatever facilities I have told, the worst facilities were being given to the black people there, comparing to the white. White, they were having all kind of facilities, good facilities, improvised facilities were being there, comparing to the black. So this kind of separation, we call it as a segregation. Segregation means separating. um, so in this way, the black and white people were being treated. So since 1950 onwards, the black people and the Indians, those who were living in that area as well as in our country, they started fighting against the um, apartheid system, which was being introduced by uh, the white European people in the South Africa. So they started arranging some of these strikes. They launched several protests. They marched towards the strikes, band everything. They started protesting the people against this apartheid system since 1950 onwards. So among those, one political organization was played a very important role to oppose this system in the South Africa. It is none other than the African National Congress, that is ANC. It is a national political party. So they organized themselves and they led a struggle against this policy of segregation. Okay, how you people are living in a sophisticated area, how you are getting all kind of facilities, we should also get those facilities. How you were enjoying, same thing we should also enjoy. So in that way, they started opposing the segregation as well as apartheid policy system, which was present in the South Africa. So the organization of party, who were the members means, the in this party many workers union were in there, because always the black people, they used to work in hotels, in hospitals, in schools and colleges, as well as in the factories in a very low post, not in a very high post. So they were having some unions. So with the help of that worker union and as well as some communist party were in there. So many of the sensitive white people, those who are educated, sensitive white people were in there. Now, even those people also helped very lot to oppose this kind of policy, what they were opposing it. Okay, even white people also joined, only some percentage, not in more percentage. Okay, if I take the example French Revolution, did you remember the French Revolution? I have told two noble people, the people belonging to the Nobel community, they also joined the third estate for enhancing the equality among the people, because they were knowing what is the importance of basic principles of the human beings. Okay, that kind of educated people were been there. Those were thinking very broadly, not in a narrow way. They were thinking very broadly about the future and everything else. So some people were being there, these people were against this policy, so they joined this ANC to fight against the apartheid system as well as the segregation system which was present in the South Africa. So after a long struggle, after the long path, um, after the 28 years of imprisonment, Nelson Mandela walked out of the jail as a free man. Finally, at the midnight of 26th April 1994, the Africa got its independence. The new national flag was being hoisted as a Republic of South Africa, and a new type of democracy was being adopted in the South Africa there. Okay, as a protest and struggle against this policy was being, day by day it was being increasing, because people were fed up of this policy, and they were not getting any kind of equal opportunity as well as respect in the society. Okay, so as a result, against this discriminatory laws, the people started revolting against it. So it was a long period. So in 26th April 1994, they got their independence at the midnight, and Nelson Mandela got free. He was been walk out from the jail after 28 years, and he became the first president in South Africa after the independence. So each and every people, immediate after independence, lot of challenges will be there. Okay, they have to unify the people. All the facilities has to be given equally to the all the men and women in the society. Some problem were been arised. So the educated people, they started thinking about what kind of rights and duties we have to give, what kind of rules and regulations we have to follow. So whatever rules and regulations were being made by the European people, it was been a partial, it was not an impartial, it was a partial. A lot of facilities were being given to the white people and only few facilities were being given to the black, and they were not having any kind of equality among white and black. So did not want to have this kind of discrimination in the African society. So, after the emergence of a new democratic social Africa, the black leaders appealed to fellow blacks to forgive the white people what they have been treated very long back. Okay, some educated people were been there. They started thinking some problems were been arised, how to maintain the law and order in the country, what will be the economic activities, as well as what kind of equality we can maintain in the society. Each and everything they started thinking, because whatever they have suffered in the future generation, people also should not suffer there. So as a result, they started thinking, among those some people were been there, whatever the white men as well as white Europeans has been done towards them, it should not once again it should not apply on those people. As well as we should show that uh, till the time you were discriminating us and you were exploiting us, now it is our time to take a revenge. So as a result, they forgive all the white people that were living in the South Africa, and they wanted to create a new African based equal society, where all the men and women, they were being treated equally, and they should follow the democratic values, moral values, social justice, human rights. They wanted to create such a society in the South Africa. So it also took a little bit very long process. After the 2 years, by the discussions and the debate, they came out one finest constitution the world ever had. It became some model for some other countries also, as well as uh, uh, to maintain the equality in the society. So together they decided in the search for a solution to the problems, and nobody should be treated as a demon. No one should be treated as a very down. Okay, being a black, I should not discriminated, as well as I should not exploited by a person there. Okay, how the other people are getting respect in the society, same thing for us also. The respect and dignity should be there, which was not present before the independence in the South Africa. So the African leaders, those who were educated, those who were thinking very broadly, they started thinking about the future generation people and the people those were present at this situation. So they wanted to establish such a society, means there should be equality between men and women, white and black. So we should follow the democratic values, social justice should be there, human rights should be there. So in this way, they wanted to create a democratic atmosphere in the South Africa. So it nearly took 2 years. After the lot of discussion, debates, they started going in some other countries in the search of democratic values. Okay, so from America, they adopted the preamble. Okay, it gave the why they have taken, means because this was the first country in the world to adopt the democratic form of government in their area. So some people were being influenced by the American administration, American constitution. So they adopted the preamble from uh, America. So even Africa as well as our country, the preamble, whatever introduction part is there in the constitution, we have adopted by the influence of American administration as well as American constitution. Even same thing, um, Africa also adopted the preamble from the America. So whatever the starting statement, we are the people of Americans, they started we are the people of South Africa as well as we are the people of India. In this way, our preamble will start as well as our constitution will be start. Okay, so after a long discussion, lot of debates, finally one constitution was been written in the South Africa. Okay, the world ever heard about that one. So together they decided in the search for whatever solutions, whatever problems they were facing. for that problem they will get the solution, and no one should treat it very badly in the South Africa. In that way, the constitution was being written. So in this way, after a long struggle, the South African people got their independence and they adopted the democratic form of government. And also they have written a constitution there. According to that, when each and every citizen in South Africa, they will follow these rules and regulations. So by seeing this, we will come to know what do you mean by constitution. Constitution is a nothing but it is a set of rules and regulations which will be written in a document. In a documentation, each every rules and regulations will be written there. Okay. So in this way, they adopted the constitution so that each and every people should follow the rules and regulations what it has been written in the constitution. According to that one, the judiciary, the legislature, as well as the government, those who are running the government, they should follow these rules and regulations very strictly. If any person are not following these rules and regulation, means the punishment will be given by the high court, supreme court, whatever court system is there in our, whatever judiciary system is there in our country as well as in some other country. So in this way, through the a long struggle, Africa got its independence against the apartheid policy. So some questions will be arised from the South Africa. What is the facilities was been given the white Europeans? What kind of facilities were being gained? What is segregation? What is apartheid system? What is apartheid? Apartheid is nothing but it is a racial discrimination between white and the black people. That we call it as apartheid. Racial means color of skin. Okay, based on that one, they used to separate the people. According to that one, the facilities was being given as well as the dignity and respect was being given in the society. Okay, so a long struggle against the apartheid policy. The South Africa got its independence. Even Mahatma Gandhi ji, when he went to the South Africa for his further studies, also he was being discriminated because he was a black. So he was also did some of the strike as well as some of the struggle against this policy in the South Africa. Afterwards, he came to our country and he started when he came to know about the British administration and how they are treating the people. So in that way, he started also some independence struggle. So finally, he also got the independence due to his struggle, due to the some other freedom fighters who gave a lot of contribution for the independence. Same thing in the South Africa also. Many of the people they revolt against this system and they got the independence in the year 1994. So here Nelson Mandela will play a very important role because he was the first person to step out to revolt against the apartheid system which was present in the South Africa. So after the independence, he became the first president of South Africa, and after a long discussion, they were having their own flag as well as the constitution. Finest constitution was being written. A good constitution was being written, uh, which will give the equality among the people. Democratic values will be given to the people. Social justice will be there. There will be no impartial between white and the black. Human rights. They gave more importance on human rights and duties. So after a long discussion, the constitution was been written. Same thing in our India also, the constitution has been written. So in the next session, I am going to explain about why the constitution is more important for a particular country as well as for a countries to rule in a correct way. What is the importance of constitution? How our constitution were been written? Who were the members? How many days it took place? In which year we have adopted and which year we have implemented? Each and everything. In the next session, I am going to explain about how our constitution were been written as well as it was being designed. So I hope today's class and people have understood. If you are having any kind of question, just pin your questions in the group so that I will try my level best to clarify your answer. Okay, so signing out. Have a great evening. Bye, everyone.